Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a video about 3 cases that I saw this weekend of parents who are hurting their own kids. This is absolutely ridiculous. So here we go. Okay, first up, this is Dwayne Gordon. New York City's Crime Stoppers is looking for him. He's 41. He has a home in Springfield Gardens, which is outside of New York City. He is 180 pounds, 5'10", speaks with a Jamaican accent. He is accused of raping 3 of his 14-year-old daughter's sleepover friends between October of 2020 and May of 2021. Allegedly, he gave them pills that incapacitated them and then raped them. So, if you have any information about him, his whereabouts, or anything regarding the case, the phone number is on the screen. Call New York City Crime Stoppers. I know this guy isn't alleged to have done anything to his own daughter, but to his daughter's friends. So I put it in this video so we could maybe have a conversation about we've really got to start being careful about where we trust our kids, even at the ages of 13. I hate to think, like, if I had a teenage daughter, if I had daughters, period, I don't think I would let them spend the night anywhere that it wasn't a relative, you know? This is crazy. You just can't let kids be kids anymore. This next story is another exercise in that, too. I'm not saying the parents did anything wrong, but this is just a cautionary tale. You know, these parents go to the park and had a big family party. A little boy went to the portable bathroom. He was 6 years old. Then all of a sudden they can't find him. And then he comes walking out of the porta potty with a man behind him. They did a search for a couple of days, but they did find him. But I'm gonna roll the news clip. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one.
Karen, Tim, what allegedly happened in this park earlier this week, absolutely terrifying, shaking even longtime members of law enforcement here in Brooklyn Park, and apparently how quickly a child got out of eyesight of his family. As for how police tracked down this 18-year-old suspect, it turns out it was a tip from the community, a community member who saw the news last night, and then earlier this morning, police making the arrest practically within eyesight of Willowstone Park here.
I've seen him walking up and down the street, and I've seen him here in the park before. So, yeah, I recognize him now that I see the photo. I'm glad they got him.
Longtime neighborhood resident Mike Graybo, who frequents Willowstone Park, keeping an eye on things, tells me he was hurt by this week's alleged assault of a 6-year-old boy in a park porta potty. He tells me he has spotted the suspect, Jonah Canny, in and around the park in the past, noting that he often sits on a bench, headphones on, watching younger kids play.
Just as us, as law enforcement professionals, as a father, I was shaken, to be honest with you. I mean, this is a horrific crime.
Brooklyn Park police tell us they arrested Canny on Friday morning following a tip from the community. The 18-year-old lives within a block or two of the park. Authorities report that they believe Canny approached a child earlier this week while the boy was using the porta potty during a family party at Willowstone. The child's loved ones confronted the suspect in that moment, but he reportedly told them he was only helping the child get out of the bathroom. They wouldn't learn of the alleged assault until later. Tonight, Canny is sitting in the Hennepin County Jail awaiting criminal sexual conduct charges, while police are asking other families who use the park to talk to their kids about any encounters they may have had with Canny.
This story, just like the previous park one, happened in Minnesota this past week. I swear there has been so many. I'm cramming like 5 different stories in one video because I can't keep up with them. So this mother, if you want to call her that, is Sadio Muhammad, and I may have butchered her name, and I'm sorry. She's 31. The story is she has been arrested. She allegedly beat 2 of her 3 young children, leaving one of them with life-threatening injuries in the street. She says she has a history of mental health issues, so we're going to see about that, I'm sure. But she had a brutal attack on her son and daughter. One child was found, the little girl, laying in the street with grave injuries. From what I understand, she's on life support right now and that she is not expected to make it. Her brother had bruising and a possible broken arm. The police were called This happened Wednesday after a neighbor called 911 and said a woman was chasing a screaming little boy down the street. When they got there, they saw her chasing her son. When they approached her, she was staring off into space, mumbling. Other officers who came to the scene found her daughter lying in the street near death. Police said the child appeared to be 5 or 6. The girl was found lying in a pool of blood with a piece of wood beside her. Both children were taken to Regions Hospital. The young boy survived, and the little girl is not expected to make it. There was, however, another 3-year-old child inside of the apartment that was not harmed. Thank God that little boy got out and screamed bloody murder, because I'd say if he hadn't, all 3 of them would be dead today. It's just so sad. I can't get over these stories. It's just so sad. This story comes out of Lawndale, North Carolina, also last Wednesday. This beautiful 2-year-old little boy is Raquez Clark. I might have messed that name up, but I'm sorry. The police were called to his home by his parents, saying that a random drive-by shooting had just occurred and a stray bullet came in and struck their son inside the living room. The police completely disregarded that and immediately questioned the parents because it was apparent to them that the gunshot had come from inside the home and that somebody had ran back outside and shot through the window to stage a crime. They do believe it was accidental. The little boy is in serious condition in the hospital, and both parents have been arrested. The dad, Lucentio Clark, was arrested and charged with child abuse and neglect with seriously bodily injury and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The mother, Tiona Jumper, was charged with obstructing justice. Like I said, the authorities think it was accidental. But who does this, guys? Like, seriously, you accidentally shoot your kid, try to blame some random person that doesn't exist, and your baby is laying in a hospital, and you're behind bars. Can't even be with your baby in the hospital. Okay, this wouldn't be a true crime story without Florida Man. This Florida man is in Lehigh Acres, Florida. I'll just go ahead and start this off. The kids were not injured. This could have been a very tragic story with 3 dead children. Luckily, there was a passerby that helped him, and the kids are okay. But this story is absolutely bananas. So this guy's name is Kern Campbell. He's 31. He was driving drunk when he took a curve too quickly and ended up plowing his white SUV into a canal. He managed to pull himself and his 3 children, ages 6, 5, and 2, from the SUV with the help of a passerby. The passerby told police that Campbell said, "I can't deal with this," and ran away on foot, abandoning his children. So that witness stood by with the kids and took care of them until the authorities got there. The police later arrested the suspect near his residence. Authorities said they were dispatched to the same home earlier that day for a domestic dispute when Campbell took the kids and sped away in his vehicle. The kids were reunited with their mother briefly after the accident, but social services ultimately removed them from the home. It says it's unclear why the kids were removed from the mother's care, but it says that the kids are now safe. So it says that Campbell is facing numerous charges, including DUI, child neglect, leaving the scene of a crime, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The mother is quoted as saying she's disappointed but not mad at him. Mamas, we gotta do better. This guy was already at the house for a domestic dispute, aka probably domestic violence. You should be more than disappointed when the father of your children thinks it's smart to run from the police drunk with 3 very small children in a car and then say, "I can't deal with this, I'm out." This is absolutely ridiculous. Even for Florida Man. This is pitiful for Florida Man. So anyway, that's the last one I'm going to cover today. Not because I ran out of stories. These were just stories that I saw last week, and it's not even all of the kids' stories that I found last week. I just can't talk about any more parents that either aren't taking care of their children properly or the ones that are hurting them. I've kind of lost my mind on it at this point. So, anyway, until next time, guys. Bye.